Hello! So today I have a fight between the gatekeepers of their respective arenas. So PK is Hound's AC from AC2. Generally speaking, high DPS, high offense kind of dealing. And then over on the other side is Einhander, the AC of Fixer from AC3. Except with one modification in that he actually uses his left arm. Otherwise would have had to issue him a thing to always have a dead arm, which I believe I had an operation chip in there for a single dead arm for a little bit of the fight. So he'll use it if he gets close, but generally he will try to stick to his usual range. I believe his operation chips were set up for starting off with missiles, just keeping his distance, and yeah, so he's forced to use his missiles at the start. Later on he can use whatever, and then, generally speaking, at the end, he has at least 30 seconds that his blade is completely disabled, to at least, you know, do something along the lines of making his non-blade usage a thing. So far it looks... Alright, so Hound is doing a good job of evading everything so far. And he's not really wasting his shots. Longevity is a bit of an issue, though. Doesn't really seem like he's got the ammunition to keep this up. Actually, I think he just plain doesn't have the ammunition to win. And just like the original, he's good at avoidance, he's good at doing damage, but he doesn't have enough of it is the problem. And I'm pretty sure everybody preferred fighting him this way. So just run him out, and then just pretty much just blade him. Because usually he just avoided all your shots. So many fights against Hound, running him out of his, at that point, 500 shots. In this particular instance, he only has a pretty pebbly 300. Though that being said, I couldn't exactly switch him to regular arms and dual machine guns. Maybe I should. Let me know. But there's still a chance for him to win. It's unlikely, but there's a chance. Over on the other corner here, Fixer's got a lot more going for him. He's got stun, he's got missiles, he's got his good old Moonlight on him, and he's got the Selena. He's got everything he needs to be a good contender. And yep, Hound's harmless now. Oof, he's still dodging, but he's out of energy. He's out of ammo, he just got head stomps, man. Fixer's going for a victory lap now. I ran this guy out of everything. He just couldn't get that technical win. Alright. What if we change that up a little bit? Went for a different map for round 2. So let's go for the Yeri block. Per Zora's suggestion. See if he does a bit better here. I'll try to consistently add this into the rotation of different maps. Again, he's played the ever-loving crap out of this game, but I don't know. Even though the logic's there, I just don't really see this map doing much better. I could be very wrong. And look at the detailed map with where they're going and whatever. Honestly, that map reminds me a little bit of an attack move order from an RTS. It's probably roughly how they do this. So, for round 3, they're going to end up going to the big arena. Or, not the big arena, the open air arena. See if it works out a little nicer for him. Really, it just comes down to ammo count. So probably whenever I go back and redo them, he'll probably come back with dual machine guns instead of the machine gun arms. Probably go for the ultra lightweight arms to simulate a similar stat effect. But yeah, I would say probably the similar thing would just be the high damage guns on each arm. Unfortunately, the MG arms, while they're good, they're definitely not the same. They're completely in a different category. Like, in 2, they were honestly the equivalent of just having 2 rifles, to be totally honest. They're just like, boop, 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 instead of, you know, the entire time. They're more like assault rifle arms than, you know, an actual machine gun arms in this particular context. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of difference reality-wise, but for the sake of labeling them in AC terms. Ooh. Okay. Yep. Unfortunately, Hound apparently doesn't have a whole lot of a shot here. There we go. And then one last round in the arena. And then after that, for science, I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the arms for machine guns. Or the machine gun arms for regular arms and double machine guns, see how that changes things. Come on, Hound. Okay, he's closer. This is definitely more his speed. Seems to be sucking with those rockets a little bit, but the original did too. It was all in his dodging and his arms. He pretty much couldn't get a whole lot of damage aside from missiles early on into the fight, as I recall. That goes just too friggin' fast. Not to mention Fixer translated very well in the Formula fight. Plus he's almost entirely resistant to what he's taking here. Yeah, even at close range. Doesn't even seem like it's overheating him. Which, I mean, he's not really slowing down or changing his movement at all. So he's not really getting into the red zone or anything. And his cooling is pretty fantastic, frankly. In both of their cases, I did switch around their internals to something that made a bit more sense in this. Aside from their insides, that is. So their FCS, their, what's it? Generator and radiator. I just have a couple sets that I like to see working together. And in some cases, again, you know, there were doubles used, so I ended up just going and swapping stuff around to what worked. Only FF didn't have that friggin' limitation. I'm pretty sure everything would have an Einhander on it. Frankly, most of the ACs coming in from AC3 had the, I think it's the Magnolia in this? It's the original V905. Not to mention the WRX 1, the one that you get from the arena. Pretty much all of them use that as well for their FCS. But, unfortunately, can't give that to everyone. Ouch. Alright, well that was pretty one-sided. so let's go ahead, load up Team 7. I should probably go ahead and save these guys in case I changed anything on them. Let's see here. I finally started going through and renaming these groups so that I'm not blindly guessing through what's what. Alright, so let's go to the PK. Now, alright, AP-wise, 1255, what are we looking at defense-wise? 1255, 3 and 150. Now, thinking of these ones, more AP, it's comparable. I hit X instead of circle, let's give it a sec. Raw. International version screws me up every dang time. So yeah, it's similarly pretty weak. Let's tune that a little bit differently. That's all for cooling anyway, that's fine. And let's slap some guns on this bastard and call it a day. Alright, so MG-wise, let's say this one for ammo's sake. Maybe double selfs would be more like it. Or even double of these things. This would be a very different weight situation. $30 compared to 154. I might do double selfs. I need to see what else is available. I don't really like lefty machine guns very often. I don't know. I think I'm going to say double sylphs is probably the most comparable, or maybe this in a sylph. Then we're at least getting around 150, or around 500. Let me double check those arms real quick, see what their damage numbers are. Yeah, 168. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. It's a close meet. It's close. Maybe even this kind of combo, just to kind of balance it out. Yeah. Now, how bad does that affect his speed? Another 200 weight. At which point I might as well just give him doubles. Alright, let's see what happens with this. See if this changes things at all. Let's paint those to be the colors they should be. As all the arm weapons were... Actually, they were kind of bluish, weren't they? I think they were kind of bluish in 2. They're like blue and black. There we go. And let's give this another go.
Test match. Single mode. Stand by.
Yeah, this is a little bit different from the usual format, but whatever. I just want to see this guy function properly. Because yeah, the thing was, when it came to 2, his accuracy at long range was kind of a big deal. So this makes a bit more sense. Yeah, and this is definitely working out a lot better. So I think I'm going to leave him like this. This makes a lot more... This is, I would say, a lot more similar to how he used to be. Because you never wanted to get to close range, and the RMMG just kind of fell into suck status over time. Who is calling me? Comcast, to let me know that I have the exact thing that I've continued having for a while now. Wonderful. Alright, round 2. Just call this, you know, PK 2.0. Oh yeah, background commentary? How goes it? Alright, let's go for similar arenas. So let's go for this map once again. Give it a go.
Test match. Single mode. Stand by. Ready. Go.
Because yeah, Hound was friggin' scary in AC2. I just feel like he needs to be scary again. Not to mention the arm guns just friggin' stuck out like crazy. Okay, good stuff so far. And I just love this design so much. He's about to get roasted then. That's what he's gonna end up doing. So, Fixer just remembered about having a Selena on his back. He doesn't seem to like using it very often. Again, a little bit unclear on why. He does have the resources too, he just doesn't seem to want to. Kind of keeps it as his backup. Okay. Gonna keep running himself into the dirt, it would seem. Now, come on, Hound. You can do it. Believe in ya. Or maybe you can't. You got 5 shots to make it right. One shot. Oh crap, he pulled it off with his very last one. Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna have to leave it at that then.